Yeah, this is Ramone. I'll share this experience. I started to take an herb to replenish after detoxing. And about 3 or 4 days later of taking this herb tea, I woke up thinking I was going to wake up in my bedroom, but instead I woke up in a 2-story house, and I was sitting down in a small table that looked like the kind of table when people play cards. And I was looking at my arm and noticed that I was Caucasian, not Latino or Mexican. I was Caucasian, and I had a 6-foot frame of a body, or a little taller than 6 feet. And then I noticed that there was a chessboard on the table, the small table, and the black chessmen were there, but the white men were in a plastic bag. And I just looked at it and didn't think nothing about it. But then all of a sudden, my hands started to release a tremendous amount of stress. I mean, just tremendous amount of stress. And I didn't even know I had that stress in that other body. But something told me that because I was taking the herbs and detoxifying, it was finally releasing this tremendous stress that I didn't even know I had. And it was just oozing out of every pore of my body, of that 6-foot frame body. And I felt so calm and relaxed and like no worries. But then all of a sudden, I noticed that on the wall, there's all these charts and maps and things written on it. I didn't know what that meant at first. And then all of a sudden I hear that someone's coming in the house, as well as I'm in a 2-story house, and I seem to be in the small bedroom, which I turned into a study. And I could hear that some men are coming, but I feel that I'm not in any kind of danger. They're my men. I don't know why I thought they were my men. And then all of a sudden, I grabbed the chessmen. They were in a plastic clear bag, and something said, "Please remember that you're doing this. You're grabbing the plastic bag with the white chessmen." So I grabbed the white chessmen, and then I stood up. When I stood up, I almost lost my balance because I'm not used to walking with a 6-foot frame. So I was using a different energy. Like I'm 5'7", so I'm not used to a 6-foot frame. So I quickly detached. I mean, I quickly became really indifferent and centered, so that I could let him take over his 6-foot frame body. So yeah, he quickly regained his balance, and as he's going down the stairs, he sees his men. Now I realize that I'm a military person. As I'm going down the stairs, he sees all his men, and all of a sudden intuition kicked in really fast to let me know why the men were there, what was going on. We're going on an assignment, and the men also are like angry at me. They're upset because I had turned in one of their fellow teammates, and I was some kind of captain or sergeant. I was the leader of the team, and they were upset at me because I had told my supervisors that, hey, this guy's endangering the assignments that we're going in because he's doing something inappropriate. I didn't know I was not shown what it was that was inappropriate, but I had to let my upper supervisors know, and so they forcibly retired him. So the other team members were upset that I had sort of like tattled on him. But I had tried to explain that for him doing that, he was not just endangering himself when we're going on assignments, he was also endangering the whole team. But because they had drank with him, they had gone to sports bars with him, they had barbecued with him, they had gone fishing with them, they sort of became they created a bond like a family member and not like a team member. And so they didn't see that he was going to put us in danger. They just didn't see that. And then they were going to obey everything I said on the assignments, but I thought that this would be the last assignment because they might not totally obey something that I'm going to say. So I said, well, I have to get a transfer. And so they sort of obeyed me, but they didn't see that just for him doing that, he was going to put not only his own life in danger, but the whole team in danger. And that's what I was shown. And I was shown also that I never socialized with them like on a buddy-buddy. I kept that separate. That way they could know that I'm the leader and they're the ones that are, that take orders from as soldiers that they are. Because then if I became a buddy-buddy with them, they might not take me serious. So I always kept that separate. But also, they in intuition ways, they were telling me we would have taken care of his back. We would have watched over him in case he made mistakes. But I thought if they do that, then they're not having full attention on their specific mission, on their specific skill. They would have been half on their skill and half babysitting him in a sense. So I couldn't have that because then the whole team is going to be in danger of being either killed or wounded. So that's why I had to be firm in telling to him to be forcibly retired. But I also thought, okay, I'm going to have to. This will be our last assignment because they might not listen to other orders I'm going to say. But as I walked out the door, my men followed me, and also I noticed that I lived in the desert, and I could see hills, and there was two black SUVs waiting in my yard, as well as other regular cars, and that was the experience. But I thought that was interesting that by me taking a herb, it transferred over to another body that I'm living. I don't know what that body is. So what I do here goes over there. So I'm thinking, well, if I do the NUUU or other things, will it also transfer to him to wake up? So that was my experience.